what makes Titanfall different. It's just innovative. The way you can move really fast with the pilots. The momentum is what really makes it different from any other FPS genre. Just being able to do all the crazy stuff you can do as a pilot, and then the Titans is just a bonus on top of that. You have a choice if you want to get in and out of your Titan, or you can play the game how you want to play it. Really, you get a lot of freedom within the game that a lot of other games don't really give you, and it's just different. There's nothing like it.
I think Titanfall 2. Why is this a hard question? Hold on. This is such a hard question. Okay. Because it's like a long story, but like I don't know how to make it short. Okay. So Titanfall 2, like in general, is like a hidden gem. But before Titanfall 2, I think Titanfall 1 means more to me than Titanfall 2. But yeah, because Titanfall 1, that's what I mean, obviously, because it was the first game, but that introduced me to like the whole Titanfall FPS, like the FPS games. That was my first one and the first multiplayer game I played. And I kind of had no choice but to go to Titanfall 2 when I found out that they were making another Titanfall. And so it was completely different from the first Titanfall that I fell in love with. So I kind of had to adapt to this play style. And I was kind of determined to get better as a gamer in general, and with like the whole FPS genre, since that's my favorite genre anyway. Um, but I think the main thing would be how different it is from other FPS games. Because like I played other ones, and it's nothing's touching this game. So I'm pretty grateful for this game. Yeah.
Okay. That's something. Um but to be honest, like I actually do I know my answer. I'm just trying to like kind of say it like properly, but like I'd say Titanfall to me is it's more than just a game. It's a community of people. Like I can think of countless days where like all I had was my Titanfall friends. Like I just like shitty life, hated everything going on. You know what I mean? Nothing exciting in my life, but I would come home and hop on the game, and like homies would join the party and shit. It was different, bro. Um, it's like a gateway, like it's like an escape. Like there's this itch in my brain that few things can scratch, like movement related things like BMX, like snowboarding, like driving. Like I put Titanfall in that category as well. I think it means moving quick. It means uh dipping and dodging. You know how we do. And but I think like the most important thing to me is the community aspect of it. I've never like encountered a player base that I respect as much as the Titanfall 2 community, and that says a lot because half of y'all are gremlins. No, let's make it clear. Like I still respect y'all, but some of y'all are out of pocket. But no, man, I love this community, and like there's like no one I'd rather spend my time with, bro. Like, yes, I want to go insane over Titanfall 2 every day. Like that's what I do. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Titanfall to me is a community. It's an outlet. Um, and most importantly, don't forget it is a game.
Uh, Really, it's just a really fun game. I've a lot of people that I've met on Xbox played Titanfall 2, and then we ended up playing other games. So yeah, it's a good game to make friends, I guess. And all the people that are not toxic are really nice. um, I just think it's fun, better than other FPS games because of the movement. that and the Titans. I feel like it's unique.
Titanfall for me, I grew up on it. Like as soon as it came out, I was young. I believe 12 years old when I first started playing. I also played Titanfall 1, but I mainly got into the, if you want to consider it a series, even though it's not still going, but I mainly got into it in Titanfall 2, and I've been playing it since. Like this is the game for me. I mean, I'm good at almost any shooter, but when it comes to Titanfall, like there's a skill gap, and I wish there was a rank system because I feel like this is the one game that I would have actually been like high rank, but yeah, I mean, this is my favorite game and has been basically since maybe the second year I started, or well, like second year playing, and I still most likely will play it until either the servers give up or I guess I hit G100, which is not too far away. So
Well, I don't know. Somebody who's worked clear down into the mechanics of this game and built up off of that, spent years messing with advanced look controls and everything and all sorts of fancy stuff. It's hard to really put a word on or even a sentence together of what this game actually means, but something that you can come to, kind of relax somewhat sometimes, but heck, it's just it's the smoothest movement shooter I've ever had, and it's probably, honestly, it's got one of the better communities of any other game out there, even though it is still kind of trashy, but you'll have that with older games. But it's gonna be sad to see it go when it does. Being able to, there's no other game like this, being able to slide into a room and kill 5 guys in an instant is one of the best feelings in this game, and moving fast, and there's so many different play styles that there's no right way to play this game. There's so much diversity and so many different people that play this with different play styles and everything. You can't really go wrong no matter what you choose. Lets you be yourself pretty much and play how you want to. Playing with friends is also a big part of it as well, because you get to challenge yourself, use really weird guns and whatnot, and just have a lot of fun.
Titanfall's community, and mainly community because we were rallied a lot with streamers, content creators that play this game, and then a lot of these streamers who do play this game build up or start their careers here. One thing that people have forgotten was Stone Mountain 64, who played this game on demo and was making content for this game, which this catalyzed him, and now he's a full-time streamer doing Warzone, and other first-person shooter games. This is a spot where you meet your best friends, where you go through a lot of hardship, breakups in the sense of friendships, or evolving more and building the community with friends. One of my longtime friends is currently interviewing me, and then obviously we have my mods that came from this game, and then Ishi, who introduced me into the community as Expo, and did all the crazy funny shit that I did in the game. And it was one of the most funniest things ever, was just being able to be myself in a community of other people who are just as like-mindedly funny and enjoyable as I am. And that was the point of the community. That's what I loved about this game.
I mean, Titanfall for me, has been going on for the better part. I think Titanfall 1 came out in 2012 or 2013. I mean, what, 12-ish years of my life. So a big thing for me is like the friendships. So back when I was a Titanfall 1 attrition pub stomper, I didn't know anything about like the competitive scene or anything in Titanfall 1, but Titanfall 2 dropped. We like did game battles and stuff like that, and that kind of got me into the competitive scene. funny. The one of the guys that we ended up we hated each other at first, and during like some game battles, and you just talk shit, and I got him com banned. But eventually we became good friends. He was part of Next Level. His name is Chatty. But through that kind of hatred towards each other, we became really good friends, and we started doing like the competitive scene through game battles, and then we just kind of took it on our own. We got with some of the developers and kind of tried to pitch to try to get like a ranked playlist and stuff like that. Back in the day, that obviously failed miserably, unfortunately. But really the friends. So, I mean, for like 3 years straight, we literally were doing competitive scrims and just pickup games every night, and it was awesome. So, a lot of sweaty battles, a lot of laughs. Yeah, I mean, it was the best of times. I'd miss those days deeply. So, it was mostly capture the flag and LTS were kind of like the main parts of that, and we were probably one of the better LTS teams that also could play CTF. We actually were originally kind of like just an LTS squad, so our squad was called Tang, and through the LTS scene, we started. Some of the guys on the team, myself included, wanted to start doing like some pilot stuff because we thought we were good enough to compete, and then we got into the CTF scene and kind of went from there. But it was fun, man. It was a solid 3 years, from 2016 to kind of really when Apex launched, and a little bit after that. So, but yeah. Long-winded answer, but really the friendships, I'd say, and yeah,